My girlfriend told me, if you run out of money, it's not a big deal. You have money, right? And I replied with one sentence, that's not our money, it's my money. In that moment, I felt our relationship start to crack. We've been together for 2 years. I'm 26, I work in corporate finance, and I make about $95,000 a year. I live with my family, so my expenses are low, and I'm able to save a good portion of my income. My girlfriend, on the other hand, is 24, in her final year of law school, and works part-time, making around $40,000. But our relationship with money couldn't be more different. She's very carefree about it. She's always treating friends, buying expensive gifts, paying for Ubers, and saying things like, it's just money. I'll make more. What matters are the memories. Honestly, it sounds nice to a point. But the reality is, she has almost no savings. Yesterday, she was complaining about that. I was honest and said, of course you don't have savings. You spend everything you earn. That's when she looked at me and said, if I run out of money, it's fine. You've got money, right? I paused when I heard that. Then I told her clearly, that's not our money. It's my money. Yes, I'll spend more in this relationship because I earn more, but that doesn't mean you get to rely on my money. I added, one of the biggest reasons relationships fail is financial incompatibility. And right now we are financially incompatible. If we want this to work, something has to change. She got really angry. She called me selfish and cheap, but I think I'm just being realistic. Because here's what worries me. If she starts seeing my money as our money, she'll never change her spending habits. And I'll stop being a partner and start becoming a safety net, or worse, an ATM. I manage my money carefully. I still enjoy life, I still spend, but not in a way that would ruin me. She chooses to live in the moment. And maybe the real question is this: in a relationship, what matters more, love or financial compatibility? So what do you think? Who's right?
Looking at this situation from a therapeutic perspective, it may seem like a simple money argument on the surface, but underneath it's really a clash of values, trust expectations, and boundary setting. First, there are two very different financial identities at play. You are more security-oriented. Saving, control, and long-term stability matter to you. This mindset is often rooted in a need to reduce uncertainty and build a stable future. Your girlfriend, on the other hand, is more experience-oriented. She prioritizes memories, social connection, and living in the moment. This approach is often driven by emotional fulfillment and social bonding. Neither of these perspectives is inherently wrong, but together they create a significant incompatibility. In therapy, this is often referred to as a financial values conflict, and it's one of the most common underlying causes of relationship breakdowns. If we look at your response, the core message you communicated was, I have worked for what I have, and I want to maintain control over it. This reflects a healthy need for boundaries. However, the way it was expressed may have come across as judgmental or condescending. For example, saying, of course, you don't have savings. That tone can easily trigger defensiveness and anger. From your girlfriend's side, the underlying message seems to be, I want to feel a sense of security within the relationship. But the way she expressed it unintentionally shifts financial responsibility outward, meaning she relies on the relationship as a safety net instead of fully owning the consequences of her spending habits. The key risk here is this: if this dynamic continues, the relationship can slip into a parent-child dynamic. You may become the provider and controller, while she becomes the spender and dependent. Over time, this erodes mutual respect and weakens the romantic connection. Socially, this dynamic can also affect how others perceive the relationship. Your circle may see you as responsible and justified. Her circle may label you as cheap or emotionally distant. This can create a divide, shifting the relationship from us versus the world into you versus me. It can also lead to ongoing micro-conflicts in social settings: who pays, how much is spent, and what is considered reasonable. If unresolved, potential long-term consequences include repetitive arguments about money, gradual erosion of trust and respect, hidden spending or secrecy, emotional distance, and power struggles. So what's the solution? From a therapeutic standpoint, the healthiest shift is moving away from who is right and toward building a shared system. For example, clear financial boundaries: who pays for what is shared. Shared goals, travel, savings, future plans, individual freedom. Each person has their own discretionary budget. Equally important is communication style. Instead of saying, "You're bad with money," a more effective approach would be, "Financial security is important to me, and this situation makes me feel anxious." Finally, the most important question for the relationship is this a difference in habits or a difference in values? Because habits can change. But if core values are fundamentally different, one person will eventually feel like they are constantly compromising. In short, your boundary setting is valid. But for the relationship to be sustainable, it needs not only boundaries, but also a shared middle ground. If you enjoy real, thought-provoking stories like this, stories that make you question relationships, money, and human behavior, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications, because here, every story has a side, and your perspective matters.